as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. Dobbins once more. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Browns.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled, but now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Again, Herbert. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Herbert now. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Stafford. Touchdown! J.J. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
46 to Mike, 46. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 46, boys, 46. Hey. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 46 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Dobbins. 83 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign, working with a 2nd and 3. Dobbins running out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. On 4th down, Stafford. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. J.K. Dobbins His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. On Herbert, his third interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now it's Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
32.
Play action. Stafford. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. One more time with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Stafford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Randy Gregory able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says,
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An extra point try good by Gano. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whip